What is up, everyone? In today's video, we are dialing in your systems. More specifically, we are dialing in your link in your bio. I talk to fitness coaches who have way too many links in their bio. They lead people away from their page in their bio, and they don't have their systems set up correctly. So today we are simplifying your systems and fixing the leak in your bio. And if you stayed to the end of this video, I am going to teach you our nurturing process to nurture all of your leads so that they can become raving fans of yours and buy your coaching program. In addition to that, I'm also going to teach you the process on how to create a free guide for your business. My name is Coach Ruben Brooks, and welcome back to the Fit Boss channel. Please be sure to go ahead and like this video and also subscribe to the channel because I create videos just like this every single week, giving you the game. Let's go ahead and dive in. Well, here's the first big problem with your current link in your bio. Most of the time with your link in bio, it usually sends people to your website. And that's actually one of the worst things that you can do. I know a lot of you have already spent money on your website, making it super pretty, designing it. But what you have to understand, and I'll go into deeper detail about this here in a moment, your Instagram page is already your website. You should already have everything that you would have on your website on your Instagram page. So leading people straight to your website, what that actually does, it kills conversions. It forces people to restart the buying process. And coaches are often unaware of this mistake. They do it all the time. When it comes to your website mistakes, this is a very common behavior with coaches because many coaches think that if I have this professional website, people will take me more seriously. And I can understand where they're coming from because it kind of positions you as an authority if you have your own website. But that's actually dated thinking. What positions you as an authority is your Instagram. When people come to your Instagram, they see high quality content. They see before and after transformations. They see you showing up like a top of the line fitness professional, and they get to see all of your blog posts about nutrition, about training, about your personal opinions, etc. So although coaches build websites to look more professional, you have to remember that your Instagram is already your website. And one of the most important things I said on my most recent video last week is that the traffic is already on your Instagram account. The traffic isn't on your website. I can go to your website right now, there'll be zero traffic. I can go to your Instagram right now and there'll be hundreds, if not thousands of people that are nearby in your network that are already online. And so when you use Instagram as your website, your visitors are already engaged through your bio, your content, your reels, your testimonials, your highlights, and your posts. By clicking the link, visitors are ready to act. They don't want to do more research. They've already done research enough by going through your content. So this is how websites kill the friction. You have a home page, a navigation bar, a blog tab, an about page, a services page, contact page, and all of this just stops momentum from somebody who's already seen all of this stuff on your Instagram page. Now, the biggest challenge with websites is that websites were built for exploration. People want to go to a website to explore. But once again, I'm going to repeat it until you all get it. They should be doing this on your Instagram page. Buyer decisions are built on momentum. Having extra clicks causes hesitations. And this is why we now steered away from websites and started steering towards a simplified funnel. Now, a simplified funnel doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go get a big fancy agency to build you a funnel. What a funnel is leading your audience from one thing to the next with no additional clicks and no way to exit out of the funnel. And the only action is to take the next steps. When you have extra clicks in your link in bio or on your website, that's when the overthinking begins. That's when people start becoming more distracted, and that's when people start leaving your page. I was on an Instagram the other day and I saw this personal trainer. He was an affiliate for a protein company, right? And so I went to his page. He had all this protein stuff on there. And I was like, bro, you need to take this off immediately. And the reason why is because I would come to your page to get your coaching. Once I got to your page, now I'm seeing supplements. Now I'm going to that website for supplements to see what else that company may have. While I'm on that website where I'm browsing around other supplements, I may see another influencer that's even more shredded than the coach's page that I was just on. So now I'm on their page, scrolling down their content and looking at their programs. And so all of these extra clicks and distractions are leading people away from the main thing. The main thing is to get people to apply to work with you and or get them inside of your ecosystem with your free guide. Your Instagram page warms up the prospects, and your link in bio should close the gap, not reopen the journey. So here's the fix when it comes to the link in your bio. The link acts like a door, not a lobby, not a waiting area where you're browsing around. It acts as a door. Go through the door. The landing page features that you should have when it comes to the link in your bio, you should have 1 to 2 options max. And the whole goal is to move prospects down your funnel. Simple systems respect attention, and simple systems is how you get the job done. People respect when things are easy to understand and easy to do. So your marketing and all of your systems need to be super easy. What I recommend for everyone listening right now is StanStore, and it's a software that creates beautiful landing pages so that you can replace what's in your link in bio right now with something that's simple, easy to build, and also easy for your leads to go through. If you want to try out StanStore, they have a 14-day free trial. Down beneath this video in the description, I have a link to StanStore. It's my personal link, so if you do use it or choose to use it, it does help me out a little bit, which I greatly appreciate. So check out the link below to access StanStore. Here's what you should be linking in your link in bio. Once again, you should have two things max, not your affiliate supplements, not your shop with me stuff. You can put all of that stuff in a highlight, but your link in bio is a sacred space. You should have your application link, a link to work with you, and you should also have your free guide so that you can capture people's information, their name, their number, their Instagram handle, and their email address. When you get that information, now you have a warm lead that came into your funnel. You can pick up the phone and text or call the lead and or send them a message on Instagram and say, hey, I saw that you just downloaded my free guide. And that way you can immediately start the conversation with the lead that came into your store. Now there's two parallels I want to make when it comes to your Instagram page. Your Instagram is, yes, your website, but it's also your store. And when people come into your store, you need to greet them. Because imagine if you went into a Louis Vuitton, you're browsing around all of the luxury bags, etc., but no one came up to greet you. No one came up to welcome you in. How would you feel? Would you ever go back into that store? Where's your trust at when it comes to how much you trust this store, right? These are just internal questions that I want you to reflect upon. So the next thing to fix when it comes to your link in bio system is your application page and the purpose of it. Well, the purpose of your application page is for the clients who are ready to work with you. More than likely, people who apply for your program are more motivated buyers that will apply for your one-on-one coaching. And when you have an application page, this removes the friction after people binge watch all of your Instagram content. Remember, if you post a ton of great content on your Instagram, that's when people are the most motivated. They'll click the link in your bio and apply for your program. And if they're not ready to purchase yet, that's when you'll have a free guide to nurture your audience just a little bit more. You see, having an application page is a steeper ask, and not everyone is ready to apply to work with you just yet. You want to have a sequence, and this is all a part of your systems and it's all a part of your funnel. You want to have a free guide to start the nurture process. And let's go ahead and talk about the definition of what the nurture process is. Well, it's a structured series of interactions to build trust, belief, and readiness. So when we talk about nurturing our audience, we're talking about a structured sequence to build trust, belief, and readiness so that then they can buy. This creates the confidence for someone who doesn't know you to eventually buy from you. And it's a deliberate psychological progression. The role of your free guide starts the nurturing process. And here's the framework for the nurturing process. Number one is awareness. People want to feel seen. And the goal of this stage is so that prospects recognize themselves in your content. So let me actually take a step back and think about something for a second. If what's in your bio is helping people build muscle and burn fat, right? Having awareness, which is the first step, you need to call out the challenges that they are currently going through at the moment so that they can feel seen. You need to have some type of relatability so that when somebody gets your free guide, they can say, oh, that's me. That's the awareness part. That's when they feel seen. The next step is the authority. This is you showcasing your knowledge and expertise so that that person can say, oh, this person, he knows the way. She knows the path. And the goal of this is to have the coach positioned as the guide. You're going to be the person guiding that person to their results. And that's when you want to go deeper into the educational process. The third stage of this is the belief shift. Maybe this is possible for me. And this is one of the most important phases because people lack belief, not more information. And I see this all the time when coaches come into my coaching program. It's not about the information that I'm about to give you. It's about, do you believe that you can actually do it? And what increases your belief is when I show you testimonials of coaches who were in your exact same position that started off as a personal trainer who works all day just to make 3 to 5K per month, that's packed out with his calendar, that's a very hard worker, but they know that they can do better. They know that they can make more and they know that they're worth more, but they just don't know how to do it. When I show you a testimonial that showcases a coach like that, to the after transformation, where that coach is now making $10,000 per month. He has a few in-person clients, but the majority of his clients or her clients are online. She has more time, more freedom, and more options in life, that builds your belief because you were in the before or are the before, and your goal is to get to the after. It's just like a weight loss transformation. When a client may be overweight, people look for the before photos to compare themselves so that they can get an idea of what life will look like and be like when they lose the weight and they reach their goal weight, and they get to see the contrast and the difference. The same goes for this as well. The prospect envisions themselves succeeding, and this is why this stage 3, the belief shift, is the most important part of this process. The next part is safety. This feels low risk. Remember that buying is emotional. It's energy in motion, and fear is the last barrier. So you need to build safety with the following: social proof, testimonials, behind the scenes, transparency, and also clear expectations. When you do this, this allows you to reduce uncertainty, making the prospects feel more informed. The last stage of this framework is the invitation. And this is when you ask that prospect to join your program and or apply for your services. So you only want to ask only after the prior stages. And the call to action is a doorway. We're not trying to be super pushy. And once again, you're not necessarily asking for the sale here. You're asking for people to apply to your program. So now the decision feels directed and it doesn't feel salesy. But if you do this right with this exact process, people will like, know, and trust you. It nurtures your audience and they will feel more at ease and more confident with a heightened belief to apply for your coaching program. So that's how you do it for the nurturing process. Now, let's go deeper with the free guide, because I don't think that many people talk about the importance of a free guide is for fitness coaches. So let's go a little bit deeper. Your free guide should actually be a light version of your core offer. So for instance, if you help nurses lose weight, build strength, and build confidence, right, without giving up their favorite foods and having a structured sleeping sequence, because we all know that nurses, their schedules are all over the places, right? So if your I help statement was that, then what would be your 5-step process for helping nurses do that? Whatever that 5-step process is, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, that should be your free guide. That should be a light version of your core offer, because once they join your program, they'll get the exact structure catered and customized for them. But because this is a freebie, they get to hear your most immediate thoughts on the topics in a sequential order. And you should be solving the challenges that they are going through. So your 5-step process should be correlated to your I help statement. And the example here is the 5-step process PDF for losing body fat, building strength, and tightening up your nutrition. The purpose of having this free guide is that it moves your leads off the fence and into your program. And when you combine your nurture sequence inside of your free guide, this is highly effective. And this is how you're going to fix the link in your bio with this simple system. I want to do one more thing here and show you all what your link in bio should look like. I built this inside of Stan Store using one of their templates. Once again, you should have your free guide. Your free guide should be at the top, and then you should have your application page down below. This is exactly what it should look like. Now, when somebody clicks the link in my bio, they have the option to download my free guide and they enter my ecosystem. This is gonna be your widest net. And then also for my more motivated buyers, they have the option to apply for my one-on-one services. And that's how this whole process works. If you found this video helpful, once again, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel because I always post videos on a weekly basis for fitness coaches so they can have success with your business. If you want my personal help to work with you one-on-one, there will be a link down beneath this video to join our coaching program. It's actually a video for our masterclass. And if you like what you hear from that masterclass, then there'll be an opportunity for you to apply to work with me. And you actually get to go through my funnel as well and see how this whole process works at a high level. In addition to that, if you want a copy of this mind map, there will be a link beneath this video to get instant access to all of my mind maps in previous videos as well. That's it for this video. I hope you found some value in it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and also follow me on Instagram. See you next week. Peace.